You're watching Quinn Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Nary here from Quinn Gaming. If you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with a Let's Play episode of Psychic Connections, Quinn's Path. If I sound a little different, it's because I, still a little bit nervous. I almost got into a wreck yesterday, coming home at night. A dog ran out into the middle of the road, and I swerved my vehicle, lost control, nearly slammed into the railing on the side of the road, but I managed to regain control and come to a complete stop on the median, so I'm okay. I just, I think I handled that pretty well. But yeah, I'm just trying to, regain my composure and calm down. It's kind of jarring to be in a situation like that. It's very scary. But I'm hoping to move past it with some more visual novels for you guys, so let's do just that. Let's see, where were we? Okay. Alright, let's get right back into it, guys. Alright.
Besides, we both know regardless of what I say, you're gonna finish your assignment this weekend anyway.
Aiden simply grumbles while Zoe looks at him with a face mixed with victory and pity.
Tell you what, this weekend while it's still warm, we make a trip out into the woods. We'll find a nice clearing and get some shots of our constellations in the local area. That's bound to be worth some bonus points with the instructor, or at least show some extra effort.
Well, that certainly would be a good start. The camping part isn't ideal, but it's necessary to avoid the light pollution by the city. That sounds pretty cool, actually. I can't remember the last time I've ever gone camping.
I'm not done. If we do this, I want you to agree to come to Jude's birthday celebration.
Zoe, you know how inconvenient...
Those are the terms. Take them or leave them.
Aiden sighs and begins pacing. He mutters silently to himself while Zoe simply watches on.
Is being forced to attend Jude's birthday party that big of a deal?
I know Aiden said being around Jude is difficult because he's more emotional than most. But even so, it shouldn't require him to be coerced into coming, right? Fine. You have a deal.
Yes! Alright. We've got a lot to plan then.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Honestly, just keeping your weekend free should be enough. This is going to be so fun.
The panda's practically shaking with excitement. I have to agree, this does sound like it'll be fun. It also seems like a great opportunity to spend quality time with everybody. Right. Well, let's not get carried away. Our priority should still be getting quality pictures for our respective reports.
Yes, of course, Aiden. Absolutely. The work comes first.
Why do I get the feeling this trip will be overrun with tomfoolery? Regardless, I'll be going to the library to get some books to get us started.
Sounds good. I'll go make a coffee run then.
What should I do then?
You're free to get coffee with me if you want, though you probably have to navigate Elliot's flirtation.
You could join me at the library. I could use an extra set of hands to carry books. I'll go to the cafe this time. I think I'll join you in the coffee run, Zoe. I doubt Aiden wants me distracting him anyway. That's reasonable. Besides, I think you're just the man to keep Zoe from getting sidetracked.
What? What are you doing, cats? What? That's crazy. I never get distracted.
I will be genuinely surprised if you do a single ounce of work over this trip you're cooking in your head. Zoe simply shakes her head at this, but the playful grin on her face tells me Aiden hit the nail on the head. Anyway, I'll be going now. I'll see you both in a while. Right, sorry guys, I was drinking my coffee. I got some pumpkin cold brew, some good stuff.
Alright, let's get going, buddy. We've got some coffee to commandeer.
I nod in agreement and walk alongside Zoe as we make our way towards Elliot's cafe. There we go. The conversation between Zoe and I starts off fairly tame as we make our way to Elliot's.
So, out of all the classes, why astronomy?
I guess it just seemed like it should be easy, and I like stargazing, so it seemed like it would be a good fit.
Yeah? Do you stargaze often?
Not since I was younger. Feels like I've been way too busy since I got into high school. Plus, I grew up, I guess.
What do you mean?
Okay, but don't laugh. When I was little, I wanted to be an astronaut when I grew up.
Aw, why would I laugh? That's adorable. Plus, everyone's like that when they're a kid. I wanted to be a, Man, what did I want to be when I was a kid?
Wow. I really can't think right now. Ooh, it must be that morning haze. Ah, yes, I wanted to be a paleontologist. That's what I wanted to be. Yep, I wanted to be a paleontologist. Alright.
I wanted to grow up to be the first female president. Why did you give up on doing something in space?
I don't know, at some point you just kind of lose that childlike wonder, I guess. I remember when I was little, I used to have vivid dreams of just flying above the clouds and staring at the beautiful night sky. I still have vivid dreams, quite often.
Gee, meanwhile my dreams were mostly related to world conquest.
The great Zoe will not be defeated. Really? World conquest?
I would have been a fair but firm ruler.
I'm willing to bet you'd have all of your minions under constant observation.
Only if they gave me reason to believe they might mount an insurrection against me. Unfortunately, my reign came to an end when Vicky Silvesky took over morning recess. Honestly, the most muscular 8-year-old you'd ever see. She took my crown and robe and forced me into peasantry.
I can definitely picture younger Zoe running around in a cape and ordering her parents and friends around. So, what led to the switch to Interrupted by the buzzing, I pull out my phone. Do you know where Aiden is? Yeah, he's at the library. Shit. Me and Zoe are meeting him after we grab some coffee. Fuck.
Who was it?
Jude. He's looking for Aiden, I guess.
Huh. That's weird. I guess it's good he's not avoiding him, at least. Maybe there's hope for them to bury the hatchet after all.
Oh shit, what's gonna happen if I'm not there? Zoe stops just short of the door, pulling out the ringing phone from her pocket. Her eyes briefly go wide as she acknowledges the number. What a ringtone.
Oh, hang on, I gotta take this. Hello? Yes. Uh-huh. What now? Nobody else? Nope, I understand. I'll be right there.
Clicking her phone off, the exasperated Panda just sighs before looking at me with a sullen expression.
Sorry, Mason. Apparently the big frat wave came through the fair and wrecked one of our tables. I'll text Aiden and let him know I won't be making it back. I just feel bad because it seems like I'm always ditching you. Let Elliot know that the coffee's on me, okay?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Zoe quickly jogs away, leaving me standing there awkwardly. It must have been a big mess if she had to rush back. I'm not sure what a bunch of frats and pledges might have done to the other club tables, but if it's like the movies, then it's surely something asinine. Aiden's still waiting on me though, so I should still get the two of us coffee. Man, that is a lovely looking cafe. I've been in one quite like that in Americus, Georgia, and it looked a lot like this actually. It was beautiful. There's some great homemade coffee too. Walking into the cafe, I'm greeted with the usual scents wafting through the air. It was like a mom-and-pop coffee store. Unusually, there's no Jolly Panther behind the counter to greet me. Instead, a different barista is manning the register. His apron indicates that his name is Bryce. Walking up to the counter, he looks at me with relative interest. Can I help you? Yeah, I need to get 2 coffees, one black, the other with 2 creams and 2 sugars. Is Elliot not here today? He's taking his lunch break. Pretty sure he's just around the corner. I pay the barista at the counter, so I might have said she was going to cover it, but it just didn't feel right. After grabbing the 2 cups, I begin to walk out before my attention is drawn to a conversation.
Seriously, just try it. I promise it's really good.
Is that Quinn?
Oh, it's adorable! Yes! Thumbnail! Thumbnail for the video!
Thumbnail for the video. I love this. Walking around the side, I find Quinn and Elliot sitting together at the table. I guess Quinn decided to attempt converting Elliot to his noodle-loving ways. I really don't know. It just smells strange. Slurp. God, I don't want to do that. It's so weird sounding. Well, I can tell you're not listening to me anymore. I guess a sip won't kill me. I'm not even sure how to describe that.
I believe you mean different and unique.
Ah! God, what are these sounds?
So good.
If you say so. You two look like you're enjoying yourselves.
Mason, I wish I'd known you were stopping by. I would have brought some noodles for you.
Evidently you were very lucky.
As if. I would have asked, but like I was telling Elliot, my phone broke this morning.
It broke? How did that happen? The bunny shuffles his legs and motions me closer with an excited expression.
Okay, so it's like this. I woke up late this morning, I set my alarm for 8 o'clock, yet somehow I woke up at 9:22. So I freaked out a bit, fell out of bed, and then I began jumping all over the place trying to find clean clothes to wear.
I'm sure your roommate appreciated you running around your room naked.
He wasn't there, thank God. Really don't want to think about what that would have. Really don't want to think about how that would have gone down. Anyway, so I got dressed and in a hurry I saw the group chat going off and I freaking dropped my phone.
Well, at least you're okay. We were all pretty worried.
Ah, well, I'm just peachy. Except for the fact that my screen is totally smashed.
This could be a good thing. You were starting to go overboard with the mobile games. Is Quinn a whale? Quinn, are you a whale? I'm gonna boop your little nose. Are you a whale? Boop.
Right. You might as well just ask me to stop breathing.
So, how long until you can get it fixed?
That's a difficult question to answer. I think I'll ask Aiden for help. He's the one who got me my last phone.
Why don't you buy it yourself, or have your parents buy it for you?
No, unfortunately, I don't exactly have either of those luxuries available to me.
Quinn relaxes back in his seat. I must have said something wrong, as his mood seems far worse than it was a minute ago. I look to Elliot for help, who gazes sympathetically at the dejected bunny. I can tell him if you want.
Please don't. Today has already been pretty shitty. It's the last thing I want to talk about.
Clearly we stepped off on the wrong foot somewhere in this conversation. There has to be a way to turn this around. Okay. What this is gonna do. Okay, let me see.
Oh. Seriously? That's awesome. How'd she do it?
We're going on a trip this weekend to get a jump start on this semester-long project we got in class.
Oh, wow. Well, that does sound like like something Aiden would want to do. If it were me, I'd put that assignment off as long as possible.
Somehow that doesn't seem like the healthiest outlook, but I know there are plenty of people in college like that. Procrastinators, we rule the world, eventually. Some people just put off important work until the very last moment and rush to get it done at a detriment to themselves at the last minute. I actually do some of my best work when I'm rushing. You don't actually put things off that much, do you? He most certainly does. Should have seen this kid in high school.
Hey, I still got a 4.0. Who cares when I got the work done?
I guess Quinn is one of those blessed individuals that put very little effort into their classes, yet somehow still walks away with straight A's. The envy of millions that just want to be lazy when they get home instead of doing homework. So what brought you here, Quinn?
Well, like I said, my phone broke. I wanted to hang out with someone, and Elliot's the only one I knew for certain where he'd be.
You make it sound like I'm always here.
You pretty much are, since you never take time off.
I just enjoy working, and someone has to keep everyone in line. Speaking of which, my break is coming to a close, so I'll have to let you both go. Big Panther slides out of his chair and pats Quinn on the shoulder. Remember to give that roommate of yours a stern talking to, like I said. He winks at me as he passes by and continues back to his usual work, leaving me alone with Quinn.
What was that about your roommate?
He's not still giving you trouble, is he?
No. Well, yes, but no.
Ah, I see. That was perfectly clear.
Look, so we've had a couple rough conversations. I just gotta figure out how he ticks, that's all. I say hi to him, and I try to ask him about his day, but he seems almost bothered by me even asking. It just sucks because I feel like if we're living together, we should at least be trying to get along.
That is a tough situation. I don't have a roommate, so I'm not sure what I'd do in your situation. But to be honest, with how you described him last night, I'm not sure he's worth the effort.
Maybe not, but I owe it to myself to do my best to figure it out. I'm sure I just need to give it some more time.
If you say so.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure I've got another class coming up in a couple hours, so I should probably be on campus for it.
Not gonna try to skip out on another one?
The only thing I skip is leg day.
Uh-huh.
What about you? Do you have anything else going on?
No, I was just stopping by to say hi. I've actually got to get these coffees back too. I've just left the library. Dude decided to make a buffoon of himself and embarrass the both of us. Is everything okay? Everything is fine. I've come to expect this behavior. I know the two have a general animosity between them, but still, fighting is never a good thing. Especially when it's two people that are in consistent proximity to one another. I'll send you and Zoe what I found and we can make plans for the weekend. Though I'd much prefer to renegotiate terms to not have to attend that birthday. Right. We'll take it easy, Aiden. I guess I'll catch you later.
Everything alright?
Yeah, I just found myself with some extra coffees and a ton of free time.
Oh, well, did you want to walk back to the campus with me?
It's a good question. With no further engagements today, I could head back to campus, though with nothing left to do, I'd probably just return to my room. Alternatively, I could stay here. I might be able to catch another conversation with Elliot if I do. We'll walk back. Sure. Do you want to take Aiden's coffee?
Blah, no. He just drinks straight black coffee. Something to do with efficiency or some other nonsense. Oh my god, what is wrong with Aiden? God, straight black coffee. If you drink straight black coffee, fine. That's what you like. But I cannot imagine just drinking something so damn bitter unless you just want to just wake yourself up by sheer jolt to your taste buds. Just leave it here. One of the baristas will dump it out.
Shrugging, I leave the drink at the table and just take my own. I start heading out the front of the cafe, and Elliot waves as we leave. The sun is still shining brightly today. It really is a nice day now that I think about it. Turning back to Quinn, however, I notice his expression is different than usual. He leans against the wall and looks almost sick to his stomach. Are you okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Was that a vision or something else?
No, that was a premonition. It isn't always like that, but sometimes it's a little intense.
What did you see? Quinn pauses and looks at me. It almost seems like he's looking for something in my face.
Don't worry about it.
What? But I'm so curious.
There isn't anything you can do anyway. I've seen it, so I'll tell you after it happens. Anyway, so I was watching another episode of Bovine Mansion.
Quinn continues lamenting over a TV show he was watching the previous night, but I can't seem to pay attention. I feel overcome with frustration? That frustration is stemming from the fact that despite constantly saying he wants to be friends with me, Quinn seems to keep a lot of secrets. Earlier we were talking with Elliot, and now with this vision. There seems to be so many things Quinn isn't ready to tell me. Why? Is there a reason I can't know, or does he just not trust me?
You okay, Mason? You're kind of spacing out over there.
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I got caught up in my own thoughts. I need to just push this to the side for now.
Something on your mind?
No, just a little tired, I guess. Maybe I needed this coffee more than I thought. I put the cup to my lips and let the nutty drink fill my body with warmth. I'm starting to come around to this stuff. Yeah, it's damn fucking good.
Hey, so I wanted to ask you something, but can you promise to give me your honest opinion?
Sure.
What do you think about us? Like, the whole group? Where the heck is this coming from?
I guess if I'm being honest. Oh, a bunch of weirdos. No. I like you guys.
No? How so?
Well, I guess you all mean well. You've just been dealt bad hands.
I see. Sorry if that was a weird question. I guess I just tend to question my relationships every now and then.
What do you mean? Quinn opens his mouth as if to say something, but stops himself. He looks upwards at the sky for a moment before saying his piece.
I guess I just want people to like me, and I always wonder if maybe I'm just trying too hard. I know it doesn't really make sense. People always say don't focus on what others think of you, but sometimes it's all I can think about.
If that's true, it almost sounds like Quinn might suffer from social anxiety. Does this happen a lot?
Not really. Just whenever I'm alone, I guess, or when I'm near people I don't really know. I like you a lot, though, and I'd like it if we could be friends for a little...
Stop yawning. Stop yawning, Jesus. I know I just got up, but damn.
And I'd like it if we could be friends for a long time. So what you think of me matters.
I'm not even sure what to say to that. This all feels a little out of the character for Quinn. Although, I guess I don't really know anything about Quinn or his life. It's only been a couple of days.
Anyway, sorry I got a little heavy on you. Wasn't expecting to have any sort of deep conversation on the walk back to school.
Honestly, me neither, but I still sort of enjoyed it.
That's good, I guess.
Quinn seems to twitch nervously, his legs shuffling together as he looks at me.
So, this is a shot in the dark, but would you maybe want to hang out tomorrow? I know we've got English tomorrow, and I have another class after that, but I thought it'd be cool to do something.
What, like you, me, and Jude?
No, just like the two of us.
Is he asking me out on a date? No, chances are I'm just misreading this. Two people hanging out alone does not necessarily mean it's a date. Besides, he just talked about wanting others to like him. He's just being friendly. I don't think I have any plans tomorrow, but is hanging out with Quinn something I want to do? Yeah, hell yeah.
Really? Awesome. You won't regret it, I promise.
Oh, what a spot to leave it at. Oh, Alarm Chain, your timing is often impeccable. Alright guys, there's been a new episode of Psychic Connections Quinn's Path. We got some new footage today. Yes, nice new footage too. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!